Part 2, protecting your data. So there's 15 important points about your rights. Number 1, we will be using your personal information in our research to help us understand the challenges that patients face when they have a stroke. We want to see if we can find common issues that people describe or experience so that we can improve care and services in future and reduce patient disability after stroke. We rely on Article 6.1F legitimate interests and Article 9.2J scientific research purposes of the General Data Protection Regulations or GDPR to process your personal data. Number 3, your data will be shared only with the research team. If you came to Beaumont by ambulance, we will ask the Dublin Fire Brigade to tell us the times associated with your 999 111 112 call and their response times. Number 4, your data will be stored for a maximum of 5 years and then it will be destroyed. Number 5, as this is an inpatient survey, there is a risk of a confidentiality breach due to the very nature of how wards are designed, with beds close together, separated by fabric curtains. Every effort will be made to carry out the survey in an office with a closed door. However, this is not always possible or clinically appropriate to any individual patient. The implications for you are that some people on the ward could potentially overhear our conversation during the survey. RCSI has strong cybersecurity in place and its cloud-based data storage server is maintained to the highest level of security and monitoring. However, in the unlikely event of a cyberware attack resulting in a data breach, you will be contacted by the research team directly and notified without delay. The RCSI will contact the Data Protection Commission. Significant protections are also in place to minimise any data stored in hard copy format on the RCSI campus. However, should any breach occur, you will be notified immediately by the doctoral researcher, Deirdre McCartan, and the RCSI Data Protection Officer will be informed. 6, you have the right to withdraw consent to your personal data being used in this research project. You will be able to do this by contacting the doctoral researcher Deirdre McCartan at 089 444 8401 or at the email address deirdremccartan@rcsi.ie. Number 7, you have the right to lodge a written complaint with the Data Protection Commission. Their address is 21 Fitzwilliam Square South, Dublin 2, Ireland. There is also an online portal for complaints on www.dataprotection.ie. Alternatively, the telephone numbers of the Data Protection Commission are 01 7650 100 or 1800 437 737. Number 8, you have a right to request access to your data and a copy of it. Number 9, you have a right to restrict or object to processing of your data. Number 10, you have the right to have any inaccurate information about you corrected or deleted. Number 11, you have the right to have data about you deleted unless such a request would make it impossible or very difficult to conduct the research. For example, a request to delete data that was at the very end of a research project just before it's due to be published. Number 12, you have the right to data portability. This means that you have the right to move data from one data controller to another in a readable format such as a printout. So for example, you've got the right to take a printed or electronic copy of your data from RCSI to another institute. Number 13, your data will not be subject to any decision based solely on automated decision-making tools or profiling. Automated decision-making tools do not require human involvement in decisions, while profiling is where certain aspects of personal data are automatically analysed based on algorithms, in a similar way to advertisements generated from previous clicks on the internet. Your data will not be used, this is number 14, your data will not be used or processed for reasons beyond the studies in this research project. If you consent to be contacted in 3 months after your discharge about a possible follow-up interview, then your personal data will be used to contact you at that time and the results of your survey will be reviewed along with your medical records. Number 15, your data will not be transferable outside the European Union. Where can I get further information? If you have any further questions about the study or if you want to opt out of the study, you can rest assured that it won't affect the quality of the treatment that you get in the future. If you need any further information now, please contact Dr. Deirdre McCartan at telephone 089 444 8401 or email deirdremccartan@rcsi.ie, that's DEIRDREMCCARTAN @rcsi.ie, or the address of the research group is IPASTAR, IPASTAR, RCSI, School of Population Health, Bow Lane House, Lower Mercer Street. That's Dublin 2, D02, DH60. Thanks so much for taking the time to listen to this patient information leaflet.